In this video we are going to look at how to use hearing devices with iPad. You can use made for iPhone MFI hearing aids or sound processors with iPad and adjust their settings. Firstly, what you want to do is open the battery doors on your hearing devices. On iPad, go to Settings, then Bluetooth, and then make sure Bluetooth is turned on. After this, go to Settings, then Accessibility, and to Hearing Devices. Then close the battery doors on your hearing devices. When their name appears below MFI hearing devices, this could take a minute, tap the names and respond to the pairing requests. Pairing can take as long as 60 seconds. Don't try to stream audio or otherwise use the hearing devices until pairing is finished. When pairing is finished, you hear a series of beeps and a tone, and a check mark appears next to the hearing devices in the devices list. You need to pair your devices only once, and your audiologist might do it for you. After that, your hearing devices automatically reconnect to the iPad whenever they are turned on. You want to adjust the settings and view the status of your hearing devices. In Settings, go to Settings, then Accessibility, Hearing Devices, MFI hearing devices. Using accessibility shortcuts, see Use accessibility shortcuts on iPad. On the lock screen, go to Settings, Accessibility, Hearing Devices, and then MFI hearing devices. Then turn on Control on lock screen. From the lock screen, you can do the following. You could check the battery status. You could adjust ambient microphone volume and equalization. You could also choose which hearing device, left, right or both, receives streaming audio. And you can control live listen. Tips that you could have here is that you can quickly adjust the settings or view the status of your hearing devices with the following accessibility shortcuts. You could triple click the home button on an iPad with a home button. You could triple click the top button on the other iPad models, or you could use the control center. Use your hearing device with more than one device. If you pair your hearing devices with more than one device, both iPhone and iPad for example, the connection to your hearing devices automatically switches from one to the other when you do something that generates audio on the other device, or when you receive a phone call on the iPhone. Changes you make to hearing device settings on one device are automatically sent to your other device. Firstly, sign in with your Apple ID on all the devices, and then connect all the devices to the same Wi-Fi network. Now we're going to look at turning on hearing aid compatibility. Hearing aid compatibility may reduce interference and improve audio quality with some hearing aid models. What you could do here is go to Settings, then Accessibility, and then Hearing Devices, and then finally turn on hearing aid compatibility. In the sound recognition settings, tap the switch beside sound recognition to turn it on, then tap sounds below that to choose which sounds to recognise. On the next screen, you'll see a long list of switches that correspond to types of sound your iPhone can recognise, such as sirens and water running. As of the iOS 14, here's the full list. We have fire alarm, siren, smoke alarm, cat, dog, appliances, car horn, doorbell, door knock, water running and baby crying. Tap the switch beside each sound that you'd like for your iPhone to recognise. You can activate any combination of them, including all of them. After that, press back once and then exit settings. If you'd like to test the sound recognition feature, try searching for sounds like fire engine, siren or baby crying on YouTube. When triggered, sound recognition will place an alert notification at the top of your screen. Next, we are going to learn how to quickly launch sound recognition from the control center. You can also quickly enable or disable sound recognition using a control center shortcut. First, you'll need to add the shortcut to your control center screen. To do that, we'll need to make a change in the settings. First, open settings and then navigate to the control center. In control settings, scroll down to the more control section and tap sound recognition, which should have a green plus symbol beside it. After that, sound recognition will be listed in the included control section at the top of the control center sections page. You can change the order of your included shortcuts by tapping and dragging the handle button, the 3 horizontal lines, to the right of each item. When you tap the sound recognition shortcut in Control Center, you'll be shown a list of sounds your iPhone can listen out for. Tap each recognition item that you'd like to activate, then tap outside the list area to close it. Next, we're going to look at audio and visual. Adjust audio and visual settings on iPad. You can adjust audio and visual accessibility settings to suit your hearing needs. For example, set mono audio, volume balance, or LED flash for alerts and headphone accommodations. Simply adjust the volume balance and mono audio. If you wish to do this, you can go to Settings, Accessibility, then Audio and Visual. After this, adjust any of the following. Mono audio. Combine the left and right channels into a mono signal played on both channels. For balance, drag the left-right stereo balance slider. Flash the LED for alerts. On an iPad with a flash, if you can't hear the sounds that announce incoming calls or other alerts, iPad can flash its LED next to the camera lens on the back of iPad. The LED flashes only if iPad is locked. Tip: LED flash for alerts is a useful feature for anyone who might miss the tones associated with calls and other alerts in a noisy environment. 1. Go to the Settings, Accessibility, and then Audio and Visual, and then turn on LED flash for alerts. 2. To prevent LED flashes when iPad is in silent mode, turn off flash on silent. We will look at set headphone accommodations. With supported Apple and Beats headphones, you can amplify soft sounds and adjust certain frequencies for your hearing. These adjustments help music, movies, phone calls, and podcasts sound more crisp and clear. To do this, firstly, go to Settings, Accessibility, Audio, and the Visual, and then Headphone Accommodations. Then turn on Headphone Accommodations. 2. Tap Custom, Audio Setup, then follow the on-screen instructions, or manually set any of the following. Tune audio for. Choose balanced tone, vocal range or brightness. Level. Choose slight, moderate or strong amplification of soft sounds. Phone. Apply these audio settings to phone calls. Media. Apply these audio settings to media playback. And third, to preview your audio settings, tap Play Sample. Next, we are going to look at how to use subtitles and captioning on the iPad. Subtitles and closed captioning are accessibility features that let anyone with a hearing impairment still enjoy any movie, TV show, podcast, and iTunes U video labelled with a CC in the iTunes store. Subtitles are closed captions work by layering text over the video, basically showing everything that's being said in the written form. Subtitles and closed captioning on the iPhone and iPad even let you create your own display styles, so you can make them as easy to see and enjoyable to read as possible. Start off by going to Settings and then Accessibility, and scrolling down until you get to the Hearing section and click on Subtitles and Captioning. Then click on Closed Caption and SDH, and you can choose your own background. You can go for large text, classic, outline text, or you can design your very own. You can change the font, you can change the size, you can even change the colour if you wished. Just keep in mind that closed caption and subtitles will work where available, but third-party apps may have their own individual settings you'll have to use. This should get you started with all the built-in apps that need them though.